in the direction of the starting tapes. Let's hope we get a first timer. Flags are raised, starters ready for them. And in they come. Robbie Supple on top of the rostrum, waiting for them to get a bit closer. They're off. The Sky Bet Supreme Novices Hurdle gets the festival underway, and Rare Edition in the purple and white silks leads them on the short run to the opening flight, which they've all handled neatly enough, and rank outsider Palace Boy in the blue and yellow is the early back marker, and Marine Nationale settling towards midfield in a yellow jacket just had to be checked back off heels as they make the extended run between the opening two flights. And High Definition, purple and white striped sleeves, has now moved through to take over. To Rare Definition, Chasing Fire is just in behind the leaders in the shades of blue, and Dark Raven, the double green, tracking them. Strong leader in a pink cap, a couple lengths off them. Tarmuris in the Noel Feely Racing Syndicate silks, the white cap settles in about 6th or 7th position at this stage, and he's tracked by the grey Dr. Bravo in the red and white. Facile Vega, mid-division red jacket with the blue sleeves as they close in on the second, little separating the leading pair, and they'd be about 8 lengths from top to tail. So sweeping past pack stands, and it's High Definition narrowly to Chasing Fire racing wide of Rare Definition. They round out the leading trio. Break of a length and a half to Strong Leader against the fence, working across to Tarmuris and Dark Raven. And then Dr. Bravo to Facile Vega with the blue sleeves in the pocket, and the McManus hoops is 2/3 of the way back, accompanied by Il Eteton, the yellow star jacket, and Marine Nationale racing wide of that pair. Then Fenner Cross in the green and white to diverge in the stripes, and Palace Boy continues to look on from last place as they make progress now on towards the third. Rare Edition, white cap just taking it off High Definition once more, with Chasing Fire still a very close third, and a slight error from Palace Boy at the back of the field. On towards the fourth they go. Rare Edition from High Definition. Chasing Fire on the far side, Strong Leader, the pink cap, races a close fourth. Then Tarmuris, Dark Raven in the double green, the grey Dr. Bravo in midfield being shadowed by Facile Vega, who in turn is stalked by Marine Nationale. Then in the pocket, who took that fluently, alongside Il Eteton, the grey who's sandwiched between horses. 2 lengths away to diverge. Fenner Cross in the green and white is last but one, and Palace Boy continues to look on at the tail of the field in the hands of Paddy Brennan. So heading towards halfway, at the top of the hill, and they're moving on towards flight 5 in the Supreme. Rare Edition and High Definition inseparable. Il Eteton just had to reach for that at 2/3 of the way back through the field, but he's quickly regathered his momentum, and they're about to sweep left-handed and run downhill towards the third last. Still Rare Edition and High Definition the leading duo. Chasing Fire in the shades of blues riding behind Strong Leader has the inside on the descent. A little wider out Dark Raven in the shades of green. Now the grey Il Eteton is making smooth progress. Facile Vega in the blue sleeves, red cap coming with him. Tarmuris, white cap riding behind him. Here's the third last in the Supreme, and a lot of chances here. Bad mistake from Fenner Cross has knocked him back into last, and 1 or 2 jostling for positions as they head towards 2 out. And it's here that Chasing Fire, the white-faced gelding, has moved through to take over, but Facile Vega, blue sleeves, covers the move and jumps to the front. Facile Vega sweeps on. Dark Raven moving up to challenge. Marine Nationale in a yellow jacket follows them into the turn. Then in the pocket in fourth, and Il Eteton, and now Facile Vega is asked to stretch. He kicks over 2 lengths clear on the long run down to the final flight in the Supreme. Marine Nationale is giving chase from Dark Raven. Facile Vega, Marine Nationale is closing in. Here's the last. Facile Vega was long, made a mess of it. Marine Nationale comes sweeping on by, storms to the front. Facile Vega is gathered up, but he's got no response, and it's Marine Nationale who draws away to win the Sky Bet Supreme. Facile Vega is second, running on into third, diverge, and right behind him in fourth in the pocket.
Well, I'm delighted now to talk to Rory Connell, son of Barry, assistant trainer as well, at what your dad has described as a boutique yard. Now, you said you're a little bit shy, but you've just held the winning trophy for the Sky Bet Supreme. What was that like?
Oh, it was amazing. Like, to get a horse here and to get a horse into a race like that and then win it, it's the stuff of dreams.
Talk me through your thoughts on the way around.
It's never really that that concerned the way round, because I knew Michael knows the horse inside out so well, and looking at him, he was never really panicked or anything. Brought him down to, wheeled him out, brought him down to the last, and when he jumped the last, he picked up and he won snug in the end.
I don't think Mikey does panic, does he?
No, he's very cool. He's very, very cool man. We're very lucky to have him. Like, he just relaxes all these horses, and he knows exactly what he has underneath him, and on the big day, the pressure doesn't get to him, and he can deliver them on the big stage.
To find someone that talented, that young, still claiming £5, he would have been if he could, is extraordinarily good for you.
Absolutely. We kind of knew where he was going. We wanted to get him before anybody else did. When he started claiming 7 and down to 5, I think he's down to 3 now. So
oh, is he?
I think so, yeah. So no, we're blessed to have him, and long may it continue.
Yes, you really are. So spotting jockey talent, spotting equine talent, and your dad has made no secret of how good a Cheltenham Festival he expects you all to have.
Yeah.
With good land tomorrow and this today, Marine Nationale. Are you the same kind of character as your dad?
I wouldn't have been sticking my my neck out that much, but we were confident going in. I think with the two of them, they both had very good Grade 1 winning form coming here, so they're entitled to take their chance, and I think tomorrow your man could run a very big race as well. The two of them, they're working together, and sure, if he runs like your man tomorrow, it'll be hard to beat.
Well, it could be a dreamland for you, this Cheltenham Festival. It's lovely to meet you, Rory. Many congratulations.
You too. Thank you very much.
Thank you. This will be the first of many Cheltenham Festival winners, I have no doubt, for Mike O'Sullivan, a supreme talent who's just won the Supreme on Marine Nationale. Many congratulations. Talk me through the race and how you won it.
Thanks very much, Lydia. Look, it went quite nicely, really. We jumped off. I thought we went quick to the first, and then we set it up and we went steady enough. But that suited me because my horse is quick. I found myself in a nice position, probably a bit wider than I would have liked, but I was happy with the room. He hasn't a lot of experience. Followed Facile Vega, and he jumped very well and travelled very well. And at the bottom of the hill, I was just holding on and saving. Paul had kicked on Facile, but I was still happy enough that he'd come back to me, and he had a good look at the last and popped it, and he actually won very snugly. I never got serious on him at all. I think I gave him a few flicks, but that was it. And as well, we know he's going to be better on better ground, so it was an unbelievable performance. He's not even having a blow there.
It's an extraordinary performance. As the rain was falling and you saw the unsettled weather forecast, were you worried about that?
Oh, definitely. Like we said, oh no, again, like the Royal Bond. But I suppose when I saw the weather this morning, it was drying out, and I was hoping his ability would get him through, and he did. It wasn't as bad as Fairyhouse, so I was quite confident in the horse's ability, and he did show that.
And as you were going to post, how were you finding the ground? Were you pleased with it as you were going there?
Yeah, well, we actually cantered down on the sand, so
of course, yes, sorry.
But I walked the track yesterday, and I suppose they've had difficulties here with the ground, but I suppose all in all they did as good as they could. And yeah, look, it was what it was. I can't control the ground, so it's one less thing to worry about.
And his jumping was good. I mean, he made that quite critical mistake in the last at the Royal Bond, but overcame it. That spoke of his talent, I suppose.
Yeah, look, his jumping is going to get better. He didn't really put a foot wrong, but he was still hanging in the air small, but he wasn't as quick through the air as you'd like over 2 miles, but I think on better ground he would be. And he's a very, very, very good jumper. He's very clever with his feet. He's just a really intelligent horse in general. If you've seen him walking around the parade, you'd say he was at home. He's just an amazing, amazing horse, and I'm so lucky to be involved with him.
That was the notable thing about him beforehand. He was so relaxed.
Yeah, because even in the mornings, I suppose I was riding him out on my own, which didn't help, but he's a cheeky chap, and you could talk to him. He's so smart, so when he was walking around here, it didn't faze him, and I don't think he's even having a blow after the race.
Barry Connell had made no secret that he expected to win this. He expects to win the Ballymore also with good land. Does that put any pressure on you? He said he's told the whole of Ireland.
It doesn't put any pressure on me from Barry's point of view, but I suppose punters are taking that into account, and I suppose that brings a small bit of pressure. But look, I can only do what I can do, and I knew the horses are in great form, and I suppose Barry put his neck out, and look, he was right.
I think it's great. I think it's great when people say, I've got a good horse and I'm going to win this. I think it just adds to it. How about you, this moment for you? How long have you been picturing the time that you'd ride your Cheltenham Festival winner?
Look, I'm dreaming of this day since I was a kid. I suppose it's surreal. It won't sink in. This year has been so good. I suppose it's hard to appreciate it. I don't think it can be topped, really. But look, I'm just enjoying every minute of it.
I suspect it'll just really start to sink in, this evening, I'd have thought, and during the rest of the week. Maybe not even until the festival's over.
Yeah, look, I was coming here with a good book of rides, and to win the first one, it takes the pressure off, and I can enjoy the rest of the week.
Well, it was a fantastic ride, and you are such a rising young talent. Many, many congratulations.
Thanks very much, Lydia.
Thank you.
Cheers. Thanks.
Subscribe to Racing TV's YouTube channel now to watch more great races like this.